Hey, welcome, my wonderful yogis. Welcome to class today. We are going to do a little flow, little bit here and there, and we're going to use our blocks and blankets. So I hope you have a book, a block or two, your blanket, a beach towel. Today, we're going to start by rolling. You know, we always use a block behind the shoulder blades. So today I want us to try using our blanket or towel behind the shoulder blades. So I'd like you to roll it. And because it's kind of soft, it can be high. And then you're going to place it on your mat and lie down on it where your blanket will be by the shoulder blades or your bra strap. And then most likely you will need to use a block at the back of the head, on the skull. Okay, unless you want to really have a deep bend, it's up to you. Maybe you can start with the block and then we can move it away. And then from there, I will instruct you what comes next. So everybody, welcome again. You're going to find your way onto your block. I give you a moment to fold a beach towel. You know, you can fold it in two, fold it the other way, and you can roll it. So you want to get a little height. You don't want anything too flat. So give you a moment to get there. And of course, your block is at the base of the skull. You're resting your head on the block. Okay, so I'm going to get there. Okay. Let's figure this thing out together, folks. And we're going to have fun. Don't take it too serious. Now, another thing is a lot of people feel that props are because you're a loser or you can't do what you're a total beginner. It's nothing to do with that. Props are for everybody. And the props, as you have experienced before, allow you to release a little bit more in your body because you have that support. So use them, okay? Try to have your props. All right, so we're going to lie back with that nice soft prop by the bra strap. Now, when you lie back, you can make your own little adjustments after that. So if it's a little high, you can lower the back one a little bit and get it to your comfort level. And remember, the blocks have height, so you can always heighten it up if you like. So this is where we're starting today. I hope this microphone is not in the way of the camera. I don't know. Somebody's just coming on. So if you're just coming on, welcome. And we're starting on our back. You're rolling your blanket today or your beach towel. And that's what we're using to support our back. So we can get a nice deep back bend, a nice heart opening posture. Use a block or a book or something behind your skull to support your head. You don't want to get into trouble here, so make sure that you are comfortable and the knees are bent. So this is something like what it could look like. If I move the block, I'm going right back with the head. So it's up to you if you prefer this. Ooh, really feels nice. Or put something and just heighten the head up a little bit. All right, everybody, welcome. Your knees are bent. Just slide your heels away from the buttocks out, but the knees stay bent. The arm position is yours. You're going to relax the shoulders, relax your arms. And this is a really great way to start our class today. So just relax down into your support. Support is really, really nice. It's important to use it sometimes. So take a big breath in now and sigh out your day. Just check in with yourself. See if you can release tightness or tension from trying to get on your mat on time here today, or maybe the busy day that you have. So you want to really get into yourself. Maybe you can relax the shoulders a little bit more, maybe the arms. Think about all the fingers on your palms. Just relax them totally. Relax your sacrum, your thighs, your knees. Your feet are on the mat. Let us connect to the breath now. Very important. The breathing part of it as well is very, very important. That's my hobby. So we're going to take a nice big deep breath in. Fill those lungs up. It's a nice back bend. Back bends are very, very calming. Breathe in, breathe out. Following that breath in through the nostrils. And follow that breath out. And see if you can melt down a little bit more. Remember to use your sides when you think you need them. And this might be a good time for you to set an intention for your class, what you'd like to get out of it for yourself today. And we're going to be here a little while longer, so I'm giving you time to really, really let go and melt down. So fix the prop, make sure that you are comfortable. Your eyes are closed and you're connecting to the breath. You have the option of bending the knees, but walking the heels away from the buttocks. These are not too close to the buttocks. Noticing the quality of the breath. Let each exhale be a letting go breath for you. Feel your body just melting like honey in hot tea. Don't hold back. Oh. Okay, everybody take a nice big deep breath in now, and as you exhale, you're going to take your hands to your head and hold that head up off your block. Release the block. And then you're going to sit up a little bit. Walk your heels in towards your buttocks. Pick up your buttocks off the mat like this. And then slide that nice soft support down to the sacrum. We're going to do some bridge here like this. So from here now, take your time and carefully come back onto your back. So see, we're automatically in bridge, supported bridge pose. Okay, take a breath. Shoulders down away from those ears. Walk your heels in a little bit closer to the blanket that you're on now. You're resting your blanket. It should be nice and high. If it's not high enough for you and you want to use the block instead, you can put the block under there. Just want to try and, make some of this support a little soft today. So take a breath. The sacrum is resting softly on your blanket or your towel. Maybe you want to use two and heighten up a little bit. And just connect to the breath now. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now take your block or your book and place it in the inner thigh. So some of you might want to do it lengthways in the inner thigh, and some may want to do it vertical. I don't know what works for you. So walk the feet in and squeeze the block now with the inner thighs. So all of this is just bringing us more into feeling the muscles in the inner thighs and to just get a feel for what's happening when we do some of these poses. Because when we do them without the support, sometimes we don't feel it as much, or we're trying too hard, or something is happening. So today, let the props take over. So you're going to squeeze the inner thighs into the block, and you notice the muscles that turn on when you do that. Arms beside you, walk your heels in towards the buttocks, and here we go. Take a breath. As you exhale, you're going to press into the hands and the feet and lift your buttocks off that nice prop there behind you and lift up into bridge pose, walking those shoulders down your back. Lift up as high as you can here and squeeze the block with the inner thighs and notice what happens. You feel the inner thighs turn on. You can feel the buttocks automatically engage. Draw the knees out to what's in front of you and breathe. And then we're going to lower down onto your prop. Soft breath in and out. We're going to do this again. And next time, perhaps we won't hold it as long. I'd like us to do this up and down 5 times. So let's go. Take a breath. As you exhale, press into the feet and the hands. Lift up off of your soft support. And when you get there, you want to squeeze the block with the inner thighs. And let's lower down for 1. Let's go again. And we go up, squeezing the block. Feel the muscles that turn on. Maybe the pelvic floor muscles turn on as well. And lower down. Again, breathe and lift up for 3. Lift a little higher if you can. Shoulders back, chin down, and lower down. 2 more to go. Make your own adjustments. Take a breath. Let's press down, lift up. Squeeze that block. Open up those shoulders, lift the sternum, and slowly lower down. Good, everybody. And 1 more to go. Take a breath, press down, lift up. Hips up to the ceiling. Draw the knees out into what's in front of you. Lift up that sternum. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And slowly lower down. Excellent. Good. Now we're going to take the block away and place the block underneath your right foot. So the right foot is stepping on your block. So you're going to feel for the right foot. Press into the block, lift your buttocks up, and then slide your soft support away from you and come all the way down onto your back. So let's notice the difference now. Okay, so we are still in the position for bridge pose. So the sole of the right foot is on the block. The right knee is pointing up to the ceiling. The left knee is pointed up to the ceiling. Let's lift up in bridge again. So take a breath as you exhale, press into the block. Lift your buttocks and spine off the mat, shoulders down. Take a breath here. Now press down into the block with the right foot and raise that left foot up. Knee is bent. You're in tabletop position. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Let us flex that left foot. Draw the toes towards the knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift up as high as you can. Focus and enjoy. Okay, from here, lower your left foot back to the mat. Lower your upper body down, buttocks is last. And then slide the block over. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. So you step in your left foot on your block. Both knees are bent. Take a breath. As you exhale, lift up in your bridge. Get into that nice good form that works for your body today. And then as you press down into the left foot, raise that right foot up. You're in tabletop position. The knee is over the hip there, half parallel to the floor. Press a little bit more into that left foot on the block and raise yourself up. Close your eyes and connect to yourself here now. Connect to just enjoying what you're doing here. Let's flex that right foot. Stay and breathe. Lower your right foot back to the mat and lower your upper body down. Good. Then you're going to slide the block, but keep it close to you. Take it to one side and stretch your legs out. And we're going to just take a stretch in the what we call a banana pose. You're going to take your arms back behind you. Walk both feet over to the left corner of your mat. And then take the right foot and cross it on top of that left ankle. Take your upper body and just shuffle it over towards the, You're going to take your upper body to the left side. So you form, a little C curve. I'm having a muscle contraction. Sorry, guys. A little C curve in the left side of your body. All right, so wiggle your upper body a little bit over to the left side. Your arms are behind you. You're going to take your left hand and hold that right hand and pull the right side of your body up as you curve into the left side. Gotta come out of this. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, let's slowly release this side. Come back to center. Okay, and then we're going to walk over to the other side of the mat now. So crossing the left on top of the right. And then wiggle your body over to the right side. Upper body goes over. You're going to take arms up and then stretch into the other side. Breathe here now. In and exhale. Form that C curve on the right side of the body. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And slowly uncross, coming back to center. Make sure you lie down nice and straight on the mat. And we're going to draw the thighs towards the chest. Give them a little hug. Putting a palm on top of each knee. Just make some circles with those knees just to release your back. And reverse that circle. Okay, invite you to just turn onto your side and push yourself up as we come up and come over into table position. So in table, we want the knees to fall under those hips. Take your time to get there and open your fingers nice and wide. Pull that tummy in. I have to go on fists. If you have issues with your wrists or your soft part inside here joints, you can choose to go on fists. All right, so your crown and tailbone is moving away from each other. Pull up the tummy. Let's take a breath as you exhale. Roll the tailbone underneath you. Begin to push the spine up. Feeling your shoulder blades start to slide away from the spine now as you curve up to the ceiling. And then you drop your head, look between the thighs to the back of the room. And then inhale, reverse it. And just look forward. Try not to look too far up because you don't want to overcurve that neck. So just look forward. Again, exhale. And inhale, reverse. Two more like this. Exhale. And inhale. Good. Take a breath here. We're going to step that right foot up. Take your block. I'm going to step the right foot up. Placing the block beside that right foot. You're going to take both hands onto the block and push your upper body forward. See what I'm doing here? So the block is inside by the chest here. Two hands are on the block. And as I come forward, the knee stays in line with your ankle. Now you're going to curl the back toe under and lift that knee up. And we are going to stretch here now. Feel the stretch. Psoas muscle stretch. Shoulders down. Look at your mat in front of you. Take a breath. If this is too intense for you, you can also release the knee softly back to the mat. So you have two options here. As usual in yoga, we always have options. Breathe now. Make sure you're breathing and connecting to just letting go today, to releasing. And now we're going to take the knee softly to the mat and just walk back into the front foot. You're coming on the heel. Your hands are still on the block. You can adjust the block. And then with the hands pressing into the block and you're on the heel of the front foot, push your buttocks back towards the heel of the back foot. Come up to center, scoot your right foot behind you. That was the front foot. And then we're going to step the left foot up. Same thing on this side. Oh dear. Just what I needed to kick the wooden block with the back toe. All right, so here we go. Curl the back toe under. Lift the leg up, scoot it out there, drop that hip down, and then reach forward a little bit so you get a really good stretch in that psoas muscle. Nice straight spine, shoulders down. You can choose to keep the knee on the mat or lift it up, or maybe do both. You could experiment doing little by little. Maybe down and up. A nice toe stretch doing. Okay. Now we're going to put the knee down softly on the mat. Walk back, step back. So you're on the heel of the left foot. You can draw your block in, put your hands on your block, lift up that spine and get a little stretch, releasing the buttocks towards the right heel. And slowly release. Take that left leg back. Good. Take a breath here. We're going to walk the knees away from each other. Tuck your big toes in. Have your block in front of you or your nice hardcover book, maybe a nice big high book. And we're going to take our elbows onto the block. Like this. Take a breath. As you exhale, you're going to drop that chest down. Press your elbows into the block, and this is a great shoulder stretch. So maybe the buttocks is not going to reach the heel today because we have our elbows on the block. Notice this beautiful, beautiful release in your shoulders, that area there. If you have two blocks and you want to try a block on each elbow, that's also a great thing to do. Feel it all in the armpits. Going to stay here for a little bit, folks, so make sure that you're comfortable. And you will feel some release happening. And when you feel it happening, you want to draw that head down towards the mat and allow yourself to relax. me remind you that if you cannot stay in these poses this length of time, you can come out of the pose. Maybe you want to just go into regular child's pose. Melt that chest towards that floor. Relax the head and the neck all the way down. Maybe the part can touch the mat now. Just notice that. See what I'm doing here. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, slowly and carefully lift your upper body up. Let's take the block away and we're coming into regular child. So walk the knees away from each other a little more, big toes touch, and you're going to push all the way back to the heel. And this time, I'd like you to take the hands behind your body, rest them up on top of the sacrum, and if you need support for your forehead, go ahead and use that block. And connect to that breath. Okay, just slide the hands down by the shoulders, pick yourself up, shove the block out a little bit, have it lengthways this way on your mat for dolphin pose. So I'm going to put the hands at the two edges of your mat to support you. Hold the block, come back into the knees, curl those toes under, take a breath as you exhale, push off, and come up into dolphin. Now, you can also choose to slide the block down and rest your forehead on that block. You can walk your feet in, push the buttocks back. Push. Come up and hold that block with the hands. Drop the head down. Push your chest towards the thighs and breathe. As I said, if you'd like to turn the block onto the upper side, the second level, and put your forehead there, you could experiment with this, see? And your hands are on the mat, away from the block. You press your forehead into the second level edge of the block and then make your way back up into dolphin. So you can choose to do that as well. Okay, slowly come back onto the knees. Lift yourself up. Good. And then we're just going to come up into downward dog. A nice, soft, slow downward dog, bending those knees. Take a breath. You can crouch down into your downward dog. You can walk your dog. Good. And then look up between your hands and step up towards the top of your mat or maybe halfway up, whatever is available to you. And let's come into a flat back. Shoulders down away from the ears. And remember, everybody, that these poses can be modified. And if you know ways that you can do them and you feel better doing it your way, please go ahead. I'm only here for your safety and comfort. Okay, let's take a breath and slide all the way up. Ooh, wow. What a feeling. What a feeling. Everybody know that song? I don't know it. What is that? Down of Summers, huh? I think. All right. So we're on the mat now. We can take some stretches because we're going to go to other stuff. Let's take the hands behind the body. Squeeze your palms together. Pull those shoulders back with the sternum. And release. Take some circles for your wrists. Reverse that circle. And then we'll swing those arms back, up, and front. Getting into the shoulders, since we just work them. And reverse it. Front, up, back, and down. And front, up, back, and down. Yay. That's it. All right. Represent. End of class. Nice. That's nice. All right. Come to the long edge of your mat. Slide your block or your book. I think the blankets might be a little bit too soft. So put your left foot up on the block, right up on your block. Step that right leg back. And this is how we're going to do our triangle today. So see, if you have long foot and you want two blocks, you can do it like this, put a block on top, beside each other like so. And you can really get your leg, your foot, see, right down on the block. Walk your right foot away and just checking with this stance. Are you comfortable where you are here? Okay, arms out to the side. Take a breath, lift up that right hip. Bend your upper body to the left. Pull up through the core. And then come down into your triangle. Yay. Now your right hand, some of you may not feel like raising it to the ceiling today. So you do what feels right for you with that right hand. Alright? And you can experiment with sliding that hand down a little bit today since the leg is raised up. But make sure that your upper body is not jumping out. So if you choose to slide down, just pull that upper body back. Open up that chest. Okay, so if you're a little tight like I am, you can slide that right hand up the thigh, the left hand up the thigh a bit, and still open up that upper body. Breathe now. Squeeze up those kneecaps. Pull the thigh muscles into the thigh bone. Pressing down into that block. Deep breath in and out. This is where you're feeling the stretch. What is happening here? Just go to your edge of comfort. Okay, you're going to slide up. Good. Slide your right foot in. Take the left foot up. And we're going for the other side. So reach down, slide the blocks over. Step up onto the block with the right foot down. Scoot that left foot out. Straighten up that right leg. Okay. So you want to draw the kneecaps up, pull the thigh muscles into the thigh bone, lift up through the core. Arms out. Take a breath. You're going to lift that left hip up the side and swing over to that right side. Breathe in, breathe out. Open that chest. Preparing for the pose. And then we're going to go all the way down now. The hand in the thigh. Left hand up to you. Good. And then open up that chest. Open it up. Draw the sternum away from the belly button. And pull your upper body back to what's behind you. Make sure your neck is comfy too as well. And connect to that breath. Inhale. And exhale. One breath here. And we slide up on the next breath. Ooh. Okay. Bend that front knee. Hop off the block. Leave the block there. Take a breath. We're going to take a little forward fold here to release your lower back perhaps, or just anywhere that feels like it needs a release. Just go ahead and take a stretch. Okay, and then we ragdoll our way back up to standing. Step the legs nice and wide on the long edge of your mat. Your right toes go out and your left toes slightly in, preparing for warrior pose. Bending into that right knee and take your right hand to the inner thigh and just press that thigh back. Pull up through the core, nice straight line, and then press down into the outer corner of your back leg. We all know that already. Inhale those arms up. Nice soft breath in and out. Now you're going to slide over to that right foot and release that right hand down onto your block. Remember, the block has different levels. You can take it to the level that you need. And you're going to press your right hand down into the block. Bend that right knee a little bit more. Open up your chest. Pull back. And it's up to you if you want to raise that left hand up or just leave it on the base of the spine. Look down so that you're not hurting your neck. And just relax here now. Relax into this. Breathe in. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Breathe out. Okay, take a breath. You're going to take your upper body over towards that right foot. So in order to do that safely, we need to jump that left foot in. Turn. Pick up your block with both hands and come up. Reach those arms up, rest into the sides of the block. Pull those shoulders back, take a breath, bend that right knee, and we are in warrior one. Stretch down into the back leg. Breath in, breath out. So you want your hands to press into the side of the block. And notice when you do that, what muscles activate here. Look, feel and see what's happening in the shoulders, in your arms, in the shoulder blades. Slide on your back a little bit more. Concentrating on your warrior one. Okay, take a breath. You're going to fold forward. Take the block down to the outside of the right foot. Stay there. Look at your right, your here. You can choose the level you want to for that block. We're preparing to do reverse triangle or revolved triangle. So your left hand is going to come across to the block. Your right hand is going to go to the base of the spine. You'll draw the sternum away from the belly button. Take a breath as you exhale, a little turn, just a little quarter or half turn towards your right side. Doesn't have to be anything grand today. We're just focusing on the feelings and the sensations. Nothing too dynamic. We're focusing on letting go, releasing stress and tension, anything else that you have that you're worried about. Let it go, release it. Okay. Come back to center. Good. Jump that back foot in. You're going to put the block down on the low level. Come up and step your right foot on that block. Preparing for tree pose, right foot on the block. Pepper's laughing at me. Something I made up today, so I'm trying it. Let's hope it works. So we're going to come up now. I made this little vinyasa up today. We're coming up onto that standing right leg. Focus on a spot in front of you. Lift up, right up. Hands on your hips. When you're ready, take your left foot. You can either place it on the side of the block, or you can take it up into the calf. Or if you want to go higher, you can go into the inner thigh. It's up to you. I'm choosing to stay by the calf today. I feel myself a little wobbly on that block. And I want to remind you that you can always hold on to something as well. Please do not fall. So rather than fall, hold onto something. Concentrate on that spot. Soft breath in and out. All right, we're going to release that left leg back onto the ground. Release the right leg off the block. Turn back to the front edge of your mat. Inhale those arms up. Slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees to fold forward. You're going to take the block and put your heels up on the block. Yep. Come down onto the balls of the feet. Press right up onto the block with the heels. You're going to press forward into the toes and just hang here for a moment. Bend those knees. Drop that head down. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. Hold it there. Drop the buttocks down. Put your hands up on the thighs and lift up in like a kind of Margaret's chair pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift up that chest. Press into the block. You can't help you. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Hold forward. Take your heels off the block. Move the block away. Take it to the top of your mat. Good. Come into your flat back. You're on the long edge of the mat. And lift yourself up. Inhale those arms up. Interlace the fingers. Turn the palms up. Look up. Exhale the chin to the chest. Keep stretching. And release the hands. Okay, shake it out. We're going to go for the other side. Okay, so the block is going to go to the right foot, and we started in triangle. Okay, so turn the block and step on it. Slide your left foot out. Take a breath, lift up through the core. Am I right, or is it the left side of the now? I think it's the left side. Sorry, guys. Okay, yes. All right, that's what happens when you make up stuff. All right, so we're going to press down into the block, lift up through the core, arms out. Take a breath, lift up that hip, come over into the left side, reach that arm down, inhale the other arm up and push that chest all the way back. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. You can do what you want with the hand. And then just open up that chest. Feel your knees and your thighs as you breathe into triangle. Pressing down into that left foot on your back. Some feel. Oh. Feel a little release taking place, and you can slide a little lower down. Try it. If you're low down and you've had enough and you want to come up, slide up. Okay. Now we're going to slide up. Good. Bending into that front knee. Take a breath. We're going to bend into that knee. Raise those arms up there. Open up that chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Reach down. Take your foot off the block. Take it to whatever height you want to. Press your hand into that. And then you can bend that knee a little bit more. Press into the outer corner of the right leg and lift your arm up. Or take it to the base of the spine. And then you're going to pull your upper body right back. Draw the sternum away from the belly button and just try to stay steady and comfortable here. Breath in and out. So with the hand on the block, we can open up that chest a little more. We can press down into that block and squeeze those shoulder blades back. Okay, we're going to come into warrior one. So release the hand Jump your back foot in a little bit. Pick up your block. Hold it in 2 hands and raise your upper body up. Keep the knees straight as we lift that body up. And then now you can bend it. Bend into that to that left knee. Make sure you're comfortable here, knees on top of the ankle, and you press down into the back leg. Soft breath in and out. Now, press your hands into the block. Lift up that sternum, drop the shoulders down, and you're going to feel what muscles turn on here. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, straighten that front leg, just lean forward, preparing for reverse triangle or revolve triangle. So the block is going to go on the outer side of the left foot. If you choose to, you can jump that back foot in. Stretch your sternum. Take your right hand across to the block. Remember, the block has different levels. Choose your level. And then take your time to do a little half or quarter turn to the left side. When you're there, draw the sternum away from the belly button. Press down into the feet. Activate those thighs. And just enjoy. Ooh. Breath in and out. Okay, we're slowly going to come back to center, bending into that front knee. Now we're preparing for 3, so you're going to put your left foot on the block. So we're here, we're folding forward. Take your time. Then come up slowly and carefully to stand. Find a spot out there in front of you, stare at it. Press forward into that block. Hands on the hips to steady you. And then when you're ready, you lift that right foot up. Take your time. If you need to hold on to something that's close to you, please hold on. When you're ready, you will know when you can take that right foot up. You can rest it on the block, or you can take it to the calf or anywhere else you feel like. Keep lifting the spine. Keep staring at the spot. Smile. And we're going to take our time and slowly release. So step off of your block. So just push your block away, one to one side. Now we're at the top of your mat. We're going to inhale those arms up. Take a slight back bend. Exhale and fold. Step all the way back into plank push-up position. And lower down, belly, chest, chin. Coming onto your belly. And take the block. In front of you, rest your forehead on top of the block. Neck is nice and long. And the arms are beside you. Now, if the block is a little high, I find mine a little high, you can use a little cushion to rest the forehead on. Release the hands beside your body. And just relax. Take your time and relax now. Breathing in and out. Okay, take the palms to the shoulders. We're going to take a breath and press down into the pelvic triangle. Press into your palms. And we're going to lift up in a little cobra here. So come up. Tuck your elbows in, pushing the chest out there. Neck is nice and long. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we're going from here, we're going to press up. Walk those knees in. And we're going to sit. I'd like you to sit on a cushion or your block, everybody. Let's try the block and see if that works. time is it? Ooh. Okay, everybody sit up on your cushion or your block. Extend your left leg out, bend that right knee and take it in towards the groin. So you can relax that left foot on the mat, but you can turn the toes up towards the ceiling, but relax it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, take a stretch forward. So come as far forward as you can. Now your right hand is going to go around, left hand behind you, and we're going to lift up that spine, but hinge from the hips and come a little bit more forward. So this is what we're doing. So you're pressing this tailbone into the block, you're lifting up the spine, and you're hinging from the hips. And this is where we are. This is not available to you. Just put your hand here and take the other one behind your back or whatever you need to do. There are always modifications in this pose. Breathe now. Inhale. Sitting up on the block is very important. Exhale. So let me go again. Arms out here. Right hand goes by the shin. And if you can't get it all the way around, you just put it beside you and take the other hand to your back. All right, just do a little, anything you want, doesn't matter. And slowly release. Oh, that feels so good. Let's try the other side. All right. So the right leg is just relaxed out there, and you're just going to go on the heel and the toes come back, but relax it. There's no tension here. All right. And then you can bend. And remember, two sides of the body is different. So we're going to inhale the arms up, lift up your spine, come forward with the two hands. So your left hand is on the inside of the left thigh. And just stretch. This is preparing us for what's to come. You don't want to just dive into the full expression. All right? Now your left hand goes around the shin. Right hand goes behind you. And you will notice one side of the body is definitely different. And then from here, you're going to hinge. Lift up the sternum and hinge from the hips. Just a little bit more forward. Nothing too much. Close your eyes and just breathe into this now. Keep lengthening the spine up towards the ceiling, everybody. Don't round it. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And release. Stay on the block. You're going to put the soles of the feet together and come forward. Yes. Take your little elbows and gently press those thighs down as we reach forward. Notice when we're up on this nice high support that we can really come forward with this a little bit more. Let go now and release. Release all the stuff you don't need or want. Get it out. And slowly, let's come back to center. Okay. Coming off the block. Slide down towards the bottom of your mat. And let's roll back. Bring the thighs up into the chest. Cross your ankles, hold your feet. And draw the feet in towards you. If they want to come, that's it. That's a good way to say if they want to come. Okay, releasing that, let us take our nice soft roll that we made in the beginning of the class and put it back underneath that bra strap or by your shoulder blades. Oh, yes. And then notice how much more open your body is. That you might not even need anything behind your neck this time. Notice how much open you are. Okay, and then this time we're going to straighten those legs out there. And just take your arms up shoulder height and relax them inside you. So we're like this. Connect to the breath. Let the shoulders go, let your arms go. Deep breath in and out. Walk your knees in towards the buttocks. Pick up the spine off the mat and slide your turn sideways and slide that soft cushion out the way. And then we're going to go into a silent twist and then a few minutes of relaxation. So take your thighs and drop them over to the right. Now that same is a soft cushion or folded blanket that you have. You can put it, let's put it between the thighs today and see what happens there. Just between the thighs. So roll your shoulders on the mat. No, both shoulders should be on the mat. If one is not, put a little something under there to support it. So the support, the big support is between the thighs. Roll the shoulders down onto the mat. Arms are where you want them. Turn the neck and the head slightly over to the left side and just try to relax down now. So find that comfortable position for the legs. Close your eyes, everybody, and just breathe. Breathe into that top rib cage. Exhale all the way out. Melt down. Experiment with sliding those knees further up towards the shoulder. Notice how that feels and just try to relax. Okay, turn the face up, squeeze the support with your thighs and come up onto your back. Scoot the buttocks over to the right as you drop the thighs with the support between them over to your left. And then relax those shoulders. Roll those shoulders down onto your mat or put something underneath that right shoulder if it's not touching the mat. And then take the head over to the right. That feels right for you. Close your eyes. Connecting to the breath. Okay, let's turn the head back up. Squeeze the blanket with the inner thighs. Come back up over onto your back. Now you can take the blanket away. Pull the thighs into the chest one last time. Just give them a little hug. Squeeze them in. And release. Right leg straight out, left leg straight out. Put the arms behind you and stretch. And release the hands down by your sides. And just lie down nice and straight on your mat. Roll your shoulders down away from the ears. Slide your heels away from each other. Relax your hands beside you. Take a big breath in and sigh it out. Just take a few moments here now to just relax. Do a little body scan and check into this there. If you hold intention anywhere at all, go to that area and release that tension. Slowly begin to awaken the body. You may begin by deepening the breath, noticing the sounds around you, and making some small movements that come natural to you at this time. When you're ready, you may roll onto your side and hug yourself in fetal position. Giving yourself a really nice hug today. Hug yourself. Thank yourself for doing this for you. Giving yourself this gift. Pressing into the top hand, extend your top leg out and try to get yourself back into your seated position from your side. As you sit up, you want to take the hands to the buttocks, pulling the flesh away from those sitting bones, and just press them down, plug them in. Lift the sternum up away from the belly button, relax the shoulders, bring a smile to your face, giving thanks for this beautiful day and for the many blessings that we do have. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, peace. Slowly open your eyes, peace. Thank you.